Bonjour, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything in between. My camera's not turned on. Oh, give me a minute. You can't see me because I've not got my camera plugged in. Quality work there, Tommo. I really do outdo myself with my intelligence at times, you know. Are we good? There he is. Hello, Tommo. Welcome. Anti-climax. It's better this way. Give one hand. Good one. Hello, everyone. How the devil are you all today on this fine Saturday afternoon? Boxes and stuff behind me. How we doing, everyone? Hello. Hello. How are we? Hello, Masvita. Hello, Caleb. Kyrex. Canva. Daniel. Chopsticks, good to see you. Taylor, hello. Louis, good to see you. Winchy, as always. Sean Mogel, thank you. Welcome. How are you? Aiden's in the chat. Good lad. If you haven't seen my video with Aiden, all about these things, then be sure to check it out. West Ham did beat Leeds, and we are currently 5th in the Premier League, which I'm getting a nosebleed just thinking about it, to be honest. Hello, Ian. Hello, Daniel, Kira, Jack, Malik, Judith, Hansel, Mr. Bacon, Pizza Parker, Toby, Shiv, Vaughan, Energy Crew. How are we doing it? Hello, Bobby KSG. Welcome. Melina as well. Alvi, Jacob, Jack, Lockie, Thomas. Great name. Tommo. It's all built different, I wish. Can you believe this is the last time I'm doing it this year? This is the last race of the season. And I've got a martini to celebrate. Of course. Come on. If you know, you know. Yes, old guy. Thank you, Joel. Thank you, Joel. I'm not that old. Come on. I know it's a bit of a running joke. Anyone over the age of 25 on the internet is old. Where's the seal? There it is. But yeah, last race of the year. Now, to be fair, obviously Abu Dhabi does get a lot of stick, but last year's race, I mean, I can't remember if most of the race was boring. It probably was, but there was quite a lot of drama at the end. So, wishful thinking, because you had arguably the greatest piece of Alex Jake's commentary ever at the end of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix last year, with obviously Lewis crossing the finish line to become champion. Did he become champion that race, or was he already? He was already champion, wasn't he? I'm sure he was. But then you had Carlos overtaking Hulkenberg, and you had Perez overtaking Norris with his greatest move of his career, apparently. So hopefully this weekend delivers. We'll see. We will see. Alex Jake's GOAT, absolutely. Hello, Ventiman from India. Good to see you. Welcome to the chat. Emil VB for pole. Bottas needs it. He needs it, really, doesn't he? Come on. Even apparently, Bottas himself has said he's forgotten how it feels. Obviously, he hasn't really forgotten, but like it's been so long since he's been on podium that he's kind of forgotten how it feels, which is not good for a Mercedes driver. Thank you, music commenter, for the $2.99. Too kind. Albon for P1, Tommo. I mean, it's not going to happen in quality, let's be honest. But in the race, anything can happen in the race, can't it? Ultimately, we've had some mad results this year. We've had what? How many different? We've had. Is it 12 different drivers on the podium, or am I making that up? How many drivers we had on the podium? Obviously, Max, Lewis, Valtteri. Max, Lewis, Valtteri, Alex, Carlos, Lando, Daniel, Esteban, Lance, Sergio. Who am I forgetting? Pierre, obviously. That's 11. Who else? Who am I missing? Oh yeah, Sebastian and Charles. Yeah, true. The two from Charles is literally on the screen as I'm saying that. So 13, yeah, because it's only Kvyat hasn't been on the podium this year, but Pierre has. But then it's all other, like both Ferraris, both Racing Points, both Renaults, both McLarens. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty unusual. I mean, this season, yeah, I forgot Ferrari. Sorry, I did forget Ferrari. I'll be honest. This year just has not been their year. But yeah, this year's been mad. Like, in all sports, it's been crazy. The Premier League's mad. West Ham 5th, which is just ridiculous. Like, I feel like a lot of sports have been very... Sorry, I'm just trying to get the lid off this. Here we go. Lovely. It's been a madness, hasn't it? It's been a madness. But this year's flown by, innit? This year's flown by. I can't believe we've done 17 races. I think we all need to be very grateful that we've managed to get a 17 race season out, which is only a few shorter than the norm. Because, I mean, it was looking at one stage that we were going to be nowhere near. And no, this is not champagne. This is martini sparkling wine, because I'm a basic white girl. Manchester Derby today, is it? Fair play. So, obviously the season's coming to an end, and then we've got the big chasm. I'm coming up to almost, well, I started making videos just over a year ago, but even you go back a year from now, my channel still hadn't taken off at all. I was still on like 2-figure subscribers. George could have made it 14. He could have. It's taken from him, wasn't it? But obviously I'm glad to see Lewis back. Like, I think it's weird him not being in a race for the first time since 2007, wasn't it? I did kind of miss him, I'll be honest. It's weird. I did kind of miss him. Nice hairline. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, it's a shame for Lewis. But thank you, Sam. I love your bonnet too, mate. You inspire me every day. Also, I got my jumper, Sam. You'll be seeing it soon. Did I see his outfit yesterday? Yeah, mate. His outfit slaps. He's got great style. But yeah, look. Like I said with Sergio and George. George's chance will come. Sergio's might not. It looks like he's guaranteed a drive for 22 from what he's been saying. Like, if Red Bull don't snap him up, then he's definitely got a seat for 2022. And I mean, to be fair, like, I don't know, the fact that he's got the win, I think he's very like at ease with the idea either way of not racing. Because to be fair, like, he's got the win, you know. If he does have a year off, he's not one of these drivers who is very young and their whole life is F1. Like, he's got kids, he's got family, you know, he's got other things he's interested in and wants to do. So maybe taking a year off, that idea, he probably still would rather drive. I'm sure he would, but it's not like he's got nothing to do. You know what I mean? He's got other things to put his time and mind towards. Because yeah, I think if I had to put, I don't know. I still think Nico has got more chance of getting that seat than Sergio. It's weird. So if you've got to ask me, right, because I will give 3 different responses, right? Who do I think, if I was in charge of Red Bull, I would give the seat to? And I'm, again, taking my personal love for Alex out of the equation completely, just looking objectively, who would I give the seat to? I would go Sergio. Because, and Cranky, I remember a Cranky Yankee video he did ages ago. He was talking about how, like, actually statistically, it's paid off more for drivers to not have a first and second driver over the years, teams have actually benefited more by having like two main drivers, and yes, occasionally they'll come together, but generally they'll eke out more points over, like, on average. So I think having Sergio in there to push Max, maybe they'll come together a few times, maybe, but I don't know. I feel like that's a risk worth taking, because Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez in a team would be dangerous, mate. Like, in a good way and in a bad way, but mainly in a good way. That would be an unreal team. Now, in terms of the decision, I think that obviously I want Alex to keep the seat, because I'm an Alex Albon fanboy. I'm not even going to obviously claim different, and that's fine. He's my favourite driver, so obviously I want him to have a seat. But then in terms of who I think Red Bull are seriously considering other than Alex, I think it's Nico, because he gets along really well with Max. He's going to be much happier to sit in as a second driver than Sergio. I think Sergio would be pushing for challenging Max too much for Red Bull's liking, whereas I think Nico's more likely to kind of come in line, because it does seem that Red Bull are very focused towards Max Verstappen. So it's kind of like you can justify any of them. Well, you can't really justify Alex. It's just because I'm his fan, to be honest. I mean, obviously you've got the tyre connection, which has an effect, of course, ultimately, and the fact that he is young and he has shown signs, for sure. The end of last year was very promising. It hasn't materialised this year for whatever reason. It's difficult. I do think if he is given the seat, I do think he'll come better next year, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe that's just my blind fanboyism. We've just had a lot of stuff come through. Thank you, first of all, Cathal O'Donovan, for the €3 with... I thought that is a thumbs up and it says top, but I thought it said stop. I was like, oh, cheers. Thank you. Thank you. I can't read that, but thank you for the $5 Canadian. I usually sleep at this time, but I love the content. But your personality is so great, and you seem like such a nice person. And well, thanks a lot for this. Oh, thank you. I'll try and be a nice person. I'll do my best. Appreciate you. Thank you. I wish I could say your name, but I'm sorry, I wouldn't even know how to attempt that. I apologise. I'm but a naive Englishman. Thank you, Todd Friedman, for the $5 $4.99. Thank you for the quality content, Tom. We'd love to hear your take on the douchebag Nikita Mazepin. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot about that. I'll be honest. We'll talk about that in a minute. Thank you, Todd. Appreciate that, mate. Props from the USA, my friend. Oh, battery's low. Whoops. Hang on. There we go. We're good. I always play that game. With myself. I don't know why. And Cathal's also joined Friends of Tommo, as has the previous donator, whose name I couldn't say. But thank you. Welcome to Friends of Tommo. £2 a month, gang. All right, so I'm going to pour some of this because I've opened this. I've not even poured any out yet. Shall we talk about Nikita Mazepin? Oh, Nikita Mazepin. Such a messy situation, isn't it? And it's you know what, the contrast I see in someone like Mazepin and someone like Schumacher as well. Schumacher just seems like such a sound, level-headed kid. Like, you take that name, like some of these like ex-drivers' sons come in with a bit of a chip on their shoulder and a bit of a inflated ego. He doesn't appear to have any of that at all. Mazepin, on the other hand, can't really say the same, can you? The lad's had numerous incidents over the years. Marie, you haven't seen what's happened? Oh, dear. It's not even 1 o'clock and you're drinking. It's PM, okay, and it's the last quali of the season. So it's fine, okay? MV53. West Ham Banter FC. Come on, we're 5th. Calm down. We're great, all right? Now, look. So obviously, if you don't know about Nikita's previous incident, so he's He punched Callum Ilott in the face in like 2016. I think it was like in F3 or something. And Callum like blocked him, but it was, again, I think it was in practice. I don't really know. But apparently after, Nikita went for him, punched him, was pulled back and then went for him again. So it wasn't like a bang, jog on. You know what I mean? I feel like it's one of those incidents that if that had been caught on camera, like with the, what's his name? Luca Corberi. We all know about what happened there. The karting driver who threw his front wing at someone else and then attacked him in the pits, and then their dad then also attacked them. But it sounds like Nikita did exactly the same thing to Callum Ilott, but it wasn't caught on camera. So there's that. That's 2016, right? So you can say, obviously, we talk about Dang Tictum as well in the past. He's had issues, but yeah. When do we look past and be like, oh, he was young, whatever? That incident in isolation is very bad, but I can understand why people would make that argument, but whatever. And yeah, like, there's incidents in the past where drivers have hit each other and that. But whatever, that's one thing. There was also loads of like, which again, I remember when this all came out, and I have no reason not to believe these are true. I have no reason to not believe that they're like, to believe otherwise, that they're like doctor or whatever. Like, it came out, he was like, some creepy ass messages he was sending to girls, like asking for nudes and stuff like that, which was just, again, it's like, it's just creepy, man. It's just inappropriate. It's just dodgy. I don't know if the girl in question was like of age either. I'm not going to make that claim because I don't even know. But regardless, it's like not behaviour. It's entitled behaviour. You know what I mean? Like guys who go and ask for nudes from girls and all that. It's just like, come on, grow up, mate. And obviously then his antics on track. He's had quite a few. Obviously you had the like Sonoda thing. It wasn't a big thing, to be fair. Like he just knocked the number 2 and almost hit Yuki. I mean, drivers have done that before. I don't think that's a big deal in isolation again. And again, he's overly aggressive driving. He was rightly penalised when he cut across Felipe Drugovich twice in the last, and he also did the squeeze on Yuki. Look, he seems to have a bit of a temper, and then obviously this video comes out, and it's just like, bruv. The distinction I make, and again, I'll put this on Twitter, right? Oh yeah, also there was the Russell thing, which, again, he was just like, just being a bit of a dick, like, alluding that, oh, I'm going to out George Russell as gay or something, like, you know, live or something, which is just like, I don't know. It's just weird behaviour. It's just very like, he's like on the line, if not over it, almost like constantly. But anyway, there's that. And then obviously this video, and it's like, obviously I've seen people try and like defend him and like, oh, the girl said it was okay, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, if you literally read Nikita's own statement, if you read his own statement, like he literally differentiates between, because I've said this before as well, like posting, like, I don't know, having sex with your missus is not inappropriate, right? Two consenting adults, right, in your own home, whatever. That's not inappropriate, okay? That's just normal behaviour, all right? Nice behaviour, okay? That's fine. Nice behaviour. Oh, I've got 1337 concurrent viewers right now. Late. I was born at 1:37 in the afternoon, fun fact. Yeah, but he differentiated between, so there's that, and then say you then videoed it and then put it on Facebook for your nan to see, then that's inappropriate to then put that on the internet, you know what I mean? And he in his own statement, he differentiates between my inappropriate behaviour and the fact I posted it on social media. So for me, like he's admitted, he's said, he's owned the fact that what he was doing, his behaviour was inappropriate. So like to me, it's just like, well, because if it was consenting, why would he call it inappropriate? It'd just be like, oh, we were messing around, but like it was consensual, but whatever, but it was inappropriate to post on social media. That's a different thing, if you ask me. So I'm read his statement if you want. I see a lot of people like just defending him, and I'm like, because obviously she's, you know, she said, but again, like, you got to understand, right? A lot of people don't realise this, how rich the Mazepin family is. We talk about Lance Stroll being daddy's cash and ridiculously, you know, just buy any team, whatever, right? We think he's rich. Lawrence Stroll, his net worth is 2.6 billion, as far as I'm aware. And Hazamabs has already sport it in the comments, thank you, on the chat. Mazepin, Dimitri Mazepin is worth about 7.6 billion. So he's worth like 3 times as much as Lawrence Stroll. Not Lance. Lawrence. So it's like, he's 3 times richer than Stroll. So if he can, and obviously we know that rich people can solve problems with money. And F1 is one of those more morally dubious sports when it comes to money. You know what I mean? Like in football, you don't see a lot of, maybe in Italian football, sorry, Italian fans, or used to anyway, like match fixing and all that. But like, you know that money can solve people's problems. So yeah. The thing is as well, I was having this chat with Hannah yesterday. We're talking about the whole like, why have you commented Nanny Linda? Oh, mad. But yeah, the thing is, we obviously don't know. We have no idea. It's very easy to say, oh, all right, Hash, you just got to sack him now. And I get that completely. Do I think he deserves to be in F1? No. Of course not. The thing is, we don't know how reliant Haas are on that money that's been injected from Dimitri. You know, is it a situation where, like, for example, if they like, right, you're sacked, then all that funding goes, and then the team can't carry on and has to shut down, and everyone loses their jobs. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I know it's very easy to say, and trust me, like, I don't want him in the sport either. 100%. Like, I don't want him in the sport, but we have to also appreciate that there's a lot of levels to this. And yes, it sets a bad precedent, like letting him stay on, for sure. But also, if that money goes, then that team, I don't know, maybe they'd be fine. Maybe they'd be able to find investments from somewhere else. But what I'm saying is there is the potential that it could financially destroy the team. And then everyone loses their jobs. It's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult. The right thing to do is not always the thing that's done for numerous reasons, good and bad. Good intentions, bad intentions, you know what I mean? How rich is Gene? I mean, Gene Haas has got money, but again, I think there's a reason they've taken on Schumacher and Mazepin this year, 2 drivers that inevitably are bringing financial backing to the team. Because they must be struggling, surely. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. Otherwise, they'd maybe take one drive. Because you can't tell me that Ferrari aren't, you know, helping out Haas a bit money-wise for having Schumacher in that seat. Also, have a look at George's lid for this. I digress. What a lid he's got on today. What a lid. I'm glad. Don't worry, you'll be seeing my helmet tier rank very soon. And I'm glad I've waited till the end of the year to do it, by the way, because there's some bangers. Also, sorry, I've got some donations that I've completely missed. I think one donation. Thank you for Folha. Folha, you're far too kind to me. Good morning, mate. Your beard's kind of back and I like it. Can Max get pole? He's been on top all weekend. Yeah, this is my ideal facial hair situation right now. If I just keep it like this forever, that'd be great. Thank you, Folha. You're far too good to me. Yes, we've got 5 minutes left till qualifying begins, because of course it always begins on the hour, on the dot. I could put the countdown timer up, but I can't really be bothered. Shall we? Because we've waffled about a lot of stuff, haven't we? Same we, me. Should we have a look at my predictions? Come on then. Here we go. Abu Dhabi qualifying predictions. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm saying. What do we think, people? What do we think? And yes, Checo does. That's what I was surprised, to be fair, that Haas didn't go down the Checo route. Maybe they did. Maybe he wasn't interested. But I feel like that would have been the best thing to do. You know what I mean? Anyway, right. So I'm going with Lewis puts it P1 because I think Lewis would have been watching and heard a little bit of the talk of, oh, do Mercedes really need him now that George has proven how well he can do in that car? And he's like, no, I need to prove a point this weekend. I think Lewis is going to have the bit between his teeth, not grit. And I think he's going to put it P1 because that's what Lewis does. And yes, I did see Leclerc's Danke. Oh, God, sorry. Danke Seb. Danke. Lid. It's decent. It's nice. It's all right. I like the idea. The execution is it's all right, to be fair. Anyway, Max P2, because again, I think Red Bull tend to do, Max has looked very good in practice, obviously, and he'll be up there. Valtteri, I'm saying P3 because he's behind Lewis and Max. I'm saying Carlos Sainz P4. I think you can tell how much Carlos loves McLaren. I do think part of him, he must be having a shade of, obviously it's Ferrari, so you can understand the appeal of moving to Ferrari as a racing driver. But I reckon he's maybe having a bit of regret. And I think he wants to send McLaren out on a high. I think he's so determined. I think he'll be more determined than any other driver in that midfield battle to get McLaren to that third in the constructors. Because obviously Renault have still got an outside chance. Racing Point are looking primed at the moment. But I think Carlos has got the most... He's going to have the... Sergio as well, I suppose. Because ultimately, he's been... Sergio's been an absolute gent about the... he knows, in terms of the actual team personnel, they love him, he loves them. They didn't make that decision. It's the people at the very top who made the decision to get rid of him, which again is still ludicrous. As much as Seb became available, I still think that's a preposterous decision, if you ask me. I get it. I hope Seb does well, but Sergio's just too good. But yeah, so I think Carlos is going to have the most drive. You know what I mean? I feel like this weekend. And then, love, what is my net worth? I don't know. How much have I got in my bank account? I don't know. What a random question. And then I'm going Alex P5. Look, again, Alex fanboy. Blah, blah, blah. I know he's not great in quali, okay? I know he's not been great in the races either, but practice, he's been up there, and I think good end to the season for Alex. I'm confident he'll do. He seems to have a really good race, and then the next one's terrible, and then the next one after that is either a little bit better or much better. It's up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. There's more downs than ups, I'll be honest. But anyway, I think we've got about a minute till we start, people. So let me get the old countdown timer sorted, shall we? Shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, what do you mean it's already running? Why is it not showing on my screen then? Sorry, my countdown time, it's saying it is running, but it's not showing on my screen, so I think it needs to make its mind up. There we go. Right, okay. La 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 la. Right, we're going to be starting any minute now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Right. Do 10. How long's first session? Can't even remember how long it is. How long is it meant to be? I mean, it's now 1 on the dot, so it should be starting any second now. I do have a bit of delay for Now TV, which is great success for me. Hopefully, I can sort that next year. How long is the first session? Is it 18 minutes or is it? I can't remember. Oh, thank you, Dreamplay, for the 26. That sounded weird. SEKs. Cheers for the content. Take care. Thank you, Dreamplay. You are far too kind. Is it 18? I thought it was 18 minutes. Thank you, Lizard or Lizard. Depends how you want to pronounce it. I suppose the time is going. I mean, I can't be this far off, surely. Like no one's on track. Oh, that is green light. It is green light. Right. Hang on, TV feed. Show me. Oh, look, Zach Brown. Hello, Zach. Okay, I feel like I'm like a few seconds. No, don't ignore this. Ignore this at the moment. No one's left. Everyone's just chilling still. So it doesn't look like anyone's in any rush to go out. So yeah. Thank you for the 20 secs. Well, no one's moving yet, so I haven't really got anything to tell you. I might just hide this for the moment. Oh, no, there are people on track. It looks like we have both the Haas boys, Fittipaldi and Magnussen. Do I really think Lewis will take pole? He looked really behind in practice, definitely. I'm very confident Lewis will take pole. Very confident. Sky Sports, why aren't you showing how much time is left on the session so that I can synchronise my countdown? What a pain. What a pain in the arse. It'd be good to see Schumacher in the car next year. Also, my chat's going really weird. It's like nothing comes through and then everything comes through in one big thick lump. Right. Okay. I'm a minute off. So I've just got to change this to that. And then that should be pretty close. Hang on. I'm at 8 seconds off. Okay. So 18:52. Start. Yeah, we go. Right. Countdown is now on point, people. That is spot on. Okay. Again, sorry, can't show the live timings because FOM don't like YouTube creators. So that's not going to happen, I'm afraid. But yeah, I'm saying... Oh yeah, I haven't even talked about Pog of the Day and F of the Day. Well, Pog of the Day is who I think is going to come through Pog, you know. I'm saying Daniel Kvyat. Again, Daniel's probably losing his seat to Yuki Tsunoda. Seems inevitable. That's going to happen. And he's done well, to be fair. He's had a very strong end to the season, Daniel. He was better than Gasly last race, which hasn't happened much. The problem is, like, Kvyat had a couple of good races towards the end, but he didn't do it at the start of the season, you know? I feel like if he'd have had a stronger start to the year, he'd have been more likely to keep that seat, but he didn't. He's been far too far off Gasly far too often, if that even makes sense. So yeah, I'm saying he's got a lot to prove, point to prove, you know. So I think Kvyat will be good, and then Charles, we know Charles is taking a grid penalty for this race because of the accident he caused at the Bahrain Oval. And so I think he's just gonna. Is it worth him properly trying? It's about a 3 place, isn't it? Which is not mad high. So no, I'm saying Charles might not perform quite just because he knows he's got that grid penalty and it is a dog, that Ferrari. So I'm saying Charles F of the day, but we will see. So we go back to main screen with the countdown, or should we go to? Let's stick on the graphic, right? So Magnussen's the first to set a lap time. Fittipaldi, only slightly behind K-Mag. That's a good lap by Pietro. Less than a tenth behind K-Mag. Here we go. Alex being released. Something falling off of his car. Maybe. Oh no, it's showing a replay for some reason. That's not good. Oh, or was that coming off of Max's car? I mean, I've got no audio for some reason, so I can't even hear it. Oh, what, Max got a flat spot? Seems like Max got a flat spot coming out the pit lane. I don't know. Maybe not. Again, I can't really hear when I'm doing this because I don't really like to... I can't talk and also listen. You know what I mean? It's difficult. Anyway. I can't believe this is the final one. Right. Russell has put a lap time 2/10 slower than both the Haas. Oh, thank you, Joe, for the $5. Do you think COVID might affect Hamilton in his driving like it did Stroll? Also, keep up the great work and amazing content. Thank you, Joe. It's a good point. I think Lewis will be all right. I've got faith that like Lewis treats his body like a temple. He really does. He's such an athlete, and I do think he's got that maturity. I think Lance has shown. Oh, Leclerc's gone 0.3 quicker than Magnussen into the second sector. Fair play, Charles. Yeah, Lance has shown a bit of immaturity, I think, like recently. After that third place, and he was just moaning about not winning. It's just like, come on, Lance, like your teammate won, like take it for what it is. I don't know. I didn't really like that, but I understand he's frustrated. But he's still young. That's what I mean. Like he's still very, very young, and yeah, I think he's definitely got that chip on his shoulder, which I think really frustrates him, being the rich boy. As Leclerc goes over a second quicker than Magnussen. Rah, okay. Was that just a really bad lap from the Hasses, or is that Ferrari an absolute don? As Verstappen goes quickest, only just under a tenth quicker than the Leclerc. Albon goes quicker than 7/10 quicker than Max Verstappen. Here we go. Albon P1, end the session. 7/10. Who should lose their seat now, people? 7/10 quicker than Max Verstappen. Oh, the F is Max Verstappen. It's only Q1. Tommo, calm down. Hamilton does purple first and second sector. All goes wide, though, into the final sector. Really, very much... Ooh, Latifi and Verstappen will be investigated after the session. Okay, Hamilton goes flying. Goes 0.3 quicker than Albon. Bottas goes a tenth quicker than Lewis. Fair play, Valtteri. Stop the count, indeed. Sergio now. Sergio goes third fastest. So he goes quicker than both Red Bulls. Just a shade quicker than Alex. Stroll splits the Red Bulls. Yeah, so Lewis's time got deleted because he went so wide. Oh my God, imagine if Lewis goes out in Q1. That would actually be a madness. Sainz goes P5. Okay. Yep. Hamilton time deleted track limits at turn 20, which I believe is the final corner. Or second final corner. Would it count the turn 20 track limit? Yeah, it would. He properly got on the sausage and... that's funny. Got on the sausage and fully beached on it. Did like a dark slide. Ooh. Whew. Jeez, that proper kicked up as well. Like a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Yeah, that floor must be damaged, surely. A 50-50 grand does the trick. Is Max's career over? Oh. He must have had an issue in the lap, surely. But yeah, with 9 minutes to go, it's Bottas from Perez, Albon, Stroll, Sainz, Verstappen, Norris, Leclerc, Gasly, Kvyat, Raikkonen, Magnussen, Fittipaldi, Russell, Latifi. Ricciardo, Ocon, Hamilton, Vettel, Giovinazzi have not set times yet. So only 15 drivers have actually set times because obviously Lewis has got deleted. And I think the Renaults and the Ferraris have just waited it out. But I want to see the incident between Latifi and Verstappen again as well. Because I didn't see it on screen, but maybe I'm just not paying attention. Yeah, Lewis could have floor damage. He definitely could. Duct tape to the rescue. Indeed, Yash. Indeed. Lewis quite literally flying. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Here we go. Ricardo coming round now. Where's Danny Rick going to put it? What do we think about the whole young driver thing as well, by the way? With Alonso being allowed to participate as Ricardo goes P6. So, not bad. Not bad. Yeah, Alonso's allowed to participate because he's not driven in F1 this year. Not because he's young. So then Ricardo's not allowed to drive for McLaren. Sainz is not allowed to drive for Ferrari. Vettel's not allowed to... Oh, Latifi, careful, son. Vettel's not allowed to drive for Aston Martin. There you go. Does it count Kubica as well? I mean, don't call it a young driver test if you're going to change the rules. You know what I mean? I understand if the FIA want to call it just a new driver test, maybe, or like, and you frame it as like drivers who haven't driven for last season are allowed to participate, but don't call it a young driver test. Come on. Damon Carter, I want to do graphic designers career. Any tips? Well, Damon, if you watch my last video about my football kits, F1 football kits, little Skillshare sponsorship in there as well. I would genuinely, if that's what you're looking to get into, recommend that. Get a free trial, loads of great courses, and just use YouTube. Get the software, get the basic Adobe. I don't know how much it is for Photoshop and Lightroom, like the cheapest one, and just do some tutorials online. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, YouTube and Skillshare combined, a great pair of resources to have. One you have to pay for, one you don't, but they both got strengths in different areas, you know. But yeah, exactly, Pharrell. Just call it a driver test, or a new driver test, maybe, whatever, because the new can mean different things. You know what I mean? Anyway, Fittipaldi set another lap, but still. Both the Hasses have gone quicker than both Williams. How the mighty have fallen with George Russell. 2.6 seconds off of P1. 2.6. Rah, these gaps are big. It's Verstappen now. Gone green first two sectors. Looking good so far. And yes, K-Mag already has a seat confirmed in IMSA, which is good. So we're happy for that. Yeah, I think he's going to be driving. Is it a Chevrolet or a... I can't even remember. But yeah, American sports car racing. So that's good for K-Mag. As Verstappen goes P2. There we go. There we go. He goes like a tenth quicker than Albon. So, I mean, P1 Alex, Q1 Alex pace looking all right, you know. Hamilton improved, but only to P8. Come on. No, Lewis will be fine. Lewis is still getting... Oh, is it Cadillac? Yeah. Whenever I think Cadillac, the last thing I think of is a racing car. Because I just think of a Escalade when I think of Cadillac, which is the least racing car ever. Oh, yeah. What happened to Max there? I got stuck my hand in the cockpit out of turn 6. That's why the lap was bad. Okay. That makes sense. Fair enough. He got his hand stuck in the... Yeah, that was weird. He kind of turned and then... Yeah, Chip Ganassi, that's it. Chip Ganassi. To be fair, Latifi did well to catch that. He properly got on the sausage curb in turn 20 and it snapped, but he did catch it, so fair play. But yeah, it's pretty dead Q1. I don't know what he got. He just said he got it stuck in the cockpit. So I don't really know. All right, Q1. 3 minutes and 48 seconds to go. Bottas, Verstappen, Perez, Albon, Stroll, Sainz, Leclerc, Hamilton, Ricciardo, Ocon, Norris, Gasly, Kvyat, Vettel, Raikkonen. And then the bottom 5 are Magnussen, Fittipaldi, Russell, Latifi, and Giovinazzi, who hasn't set a time yet. I'm assuming he's gone out and just had it deleted. Surely. But Kim is going out now. 3 minutes, 14 to go. Everyone's going back out on track, so everyone's got their bankers in. Time for improvements, I guess. Let's see. What's the chance of McLaren taking P3 in the championship? I'm rooting for McLaren, definitely. I'm definitely rooting for McLaren to get it. Because they've been very consistent, and I like the way they're set up at McLaren. I love Andreas Seidel. I think he's an absolute don. He's a proper geezer. Why don't I have Sergio in my predictions? I mean, you know for a fact that P4 to P7 is going to be separated probably by half a tenth. So it could go anywhere. I'm just saying. I think Carlos has got more to drive for in terms of. I think he really wants McLaren to get that P3 more than other drivers, because I just think that you can tell how close he is to that team, and it's going to be sad him leaving. But also, I think Alex has looked strong this weekend so far, and I've got faith. I've got to have faith, haven't I? Alvy Nation, thank you for the tenner, mate. Very kind of you. Keep up the good work. Bloody loving it. Good lad. Appreciate that, Alvy. Thank you. Very kind of you. Much love. Appreciate it. Thank you. Am I a live or a pit lane viewer? What does that mean? I'm watching it live. Well, live. It's delayed because of Now TV. Anyway, I don't really know. I think Ferrari would be stupid to not look at Andreas Seidel. I think you're right, Matt. I think they need a bit of a German efficiency, I think. They had Schumacher in the past. Get Seidel in, But I think McLaren don't want to let him go. Anyway, Gorgeous George is on a lap. He's gone slower, though, in first sector, so not a great start. How's his second sector looking? Come on, George. You know it makes sense. Come on. Ooh. Gone green second, but still 1.15 off of Kimi Räikkönen, who is the driver at risk. So it's not looking good for George. I don't think he's going to make it through. This track just doesn't seem to suit the Williams, it appears. Because Williams, great in a straight line. I saw F1 tweeted that Williams would lead in the speed traps. But they've just dialed all the wing off, I guess. Because we know that's a draggy car. So if they're setting speed traps alike, they're obviously just dialed off the wing and just been like, good luck, lads. Oh, yeah. Half a second off Kimi in P15 there, George. So, yeah, Williams definitely not turning up this weekend. That's going to be a difficult race. Peak times for Russell. He got a little taste, It's like being like a bit insensitive, but imagine being homeless and then having one night in a super nice hotel and then going back to your previous life. It's a bit peak, isn't it? Kvyat goes P5. Hey, listen, Kvyat P5 in Q1. I know we're waiting for other drivers to set times. Okay, Norris P3. Here we go. Right, they're going to start coming in thick and fast now, I think. Gasly only P9 from Gasly, so again slower than Kvyat, only by a tenth, but still. Giovinazzi P15, Vettel P11. Räikkönen does not improve. Magnussen P17, so Räikkönen and Magnussen are both definitely out. I think George is out as well because he's already set his time. Fittipaldi goes... he's gone slower. First and second sector, yeah. P19 Fittipaldi. Leclerc P2. Okay. My F of the day. Might need a revision here. Hamilton P1. I told you. And I think that's it. Raikkonen, Magnussen, Russell, Fittipaldi, Latifi all appear to drop out. Giovinazzi goes half a second quicker than Raikkonen. Tell you what, Antonio Giovinazzi has had a low-key, very, very strong end of the season. Did Latifi not get over the start-finish line in time? Oh, no, he just spun. Oh, Nicholas. Oh, that's a bit embarrassing. Oh, mate. I feel for him there, to be fair. Oh, Nicholas. Oh, that's not great. Nicholas just coming slowly around the final corner to start his quick lap and just drops it. Not great. But yeah, Antonio Giovinazzi deserves a lot of credit because he's consistently slapped up Kimi in qualifying this tail end of the season and got some fairly solid results. Not in the points, but I think Antonio's definitely doing a better job in that car than he was at the start of the year, for sure. Full show. But yeah, Russell P18, Fittipaldi P19, Latifi P20, Magnussen 17th, and Raikkonen 16th. I should have had faith in Antonio and put him as Pog of the Day, but I didn't. So there you go. I think I missed a gift. Oh, thank you, Jacket. Jacket. For a tenner. Love the content, Tommo. Love the design of the channel and keep up. Thank you. Thank you, Jacket. Very kind of you. That pays for this. This was £7, so thank you, Jacket. You're feeding my alcoholism. Also, you can see the reflection of... Wait, why is there two reflections on the glass? I know. Ring light here. But can you see my hands? You can see my hand touching the ring light? Yeah, there we go. Don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, Giovinazzi's doing a cracking job. He's doing a cracking job, I tell you that. He's definitely, legitimising Alpha's decision to keep him. And Raikkonen, I think he's had a bit of a poor end to the year, to be honest, Kimi. He's not been what we expect of him, But anyway. Will I be ranking every single helmet in the season? Not every single helmet. You got to remember, certain drivers like Lando has had a different helmet literally every single race. That would be a ridiculously long list. But I might be doing a top 10 next week. Maybe. Definitely. So yeah, look out for that. Any thoughts on Mazepin? Aaron, I've already gone over the Mazepin situation. I won't again, but if you want to rewatch this back later, then you can see me talking about Nikita at the start. Apologies, but I don't want to repeat myself for people who have been here from the start. Pog of the day. Pog OTD. Pog of the day. Bring Minton on. I think Minton's asleep. Shall I go get Minton? Let me go get Minton. Be right back. He is, everyone. The boy. He's been asleep. He's literally been soundo in the bedroom. Haven't you, mate? Haven't you? Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, yeah, big yawns, lad. Did Daddy wake you up? You can see how tired he is. Look at how tired he is. Oh, good boy. Right, go on. He's knackered. Look at how knackered. So we left him with. So we went to the Silverstone thing yesterday. So I was at Silverstone last night for the Christmas lights there. And so we left. Look at how tired he is. I'm sorry, mate. I'll put you back in a minute. Yeah, we left. So we left him at Hannah's dad's, and they've got a dog, and so he was just playing constantly for like hours. So no wonder he's knackered today. Right, I'm gonna put him back. I feel bad now, as Q2 looks like it's about to start. So be right back, people. Come on, mate. I'll put you back to bed. Right, it's Q2, ladies and gentlemen. Q2. What am I doing? You can't even see me. Hello, everyone. I'm back. Right, let's get the timer up. So, 14. Okay. Got to do maths now. No, that's... Come on. Start. There we go. I mean, that's... Is that maths satisfactory? It's not quite. I'm about... Oh, no. No, I'm spot on. There we go. Well done, Tommo. Smashed it, lad. Q2 has begun, everyone. Minton is back in bed as well. Actually, no, to be fair, like when you wake him up and I put him down, he just goes for a little wander again after. So, which breed? He's a miniature sausage dog or miniature dachshund. But I don't like how dachshund sounds. It sounds very aggressive, like dachshund. So, also, yes, let's jump back to my... These were my predictions going into this session. So they're all still... I mean, Charles is looking good. To be fair, Charles is looking good, so I don't think he's going to be F of the day. I was thinking because of his grid penalty. But then I suppose it'll go one or two ways, won't it? So it's difficult. Oh, thank you, Tom Bystander, for the 5 USD. Appreciate that, mate. Will we ever have a day where there is a good American driver on the grid? It sucks that Haas doesn't have an American prospect in their seat with Schumacher. I think Logan Sargent, I like him. I like Logan a lot. I think is a good prospect. Is he going to be an F2 next year, though? I don't know if he is, because he's not... I don't think he was announced in the thing. The thing. The F2 test. So... But I think Logan Sargent, keep an eye on him. What phone do I use? I use a OnePlus 7 Pro. The one with the pop-up camera on the top. Look at that. Boom. Technology. Look, you can see it. Well, look, because I don't use a case because I'm. Oh, look, you can see the coverage. No, FOM, don't cancel me. Oh, look, who's that? It's Lewis on the lap. Don't look. Not allowed. Fittipaldi is American born. I mean, he's got a very American accent, but he races under a Brazilian license, doesn't he? So, we all know what a OnePlus Pro is. Not everyone does. Maybe you do, but not everyone does. People are like, oh my God, look at how big the screen is on your phone. I'm like, yeah, boy. No notch. All right. Anyway, Lewis looks like he's put in the quickest first. Oh no, Valtteri was... I mean, they're not showing the times on the side of the screen, so I don't know. Come on, F1, sort it out. Yeah, I think Logan Sargent's your best bet for any American fans out there, hoping for a prospect going forward. Also, what the hell? Tom Bystander, your donations come through 3 times. I hope you haven't actually given me 3 lots of $5. I don't know why it's showing 3 times in the live chat. Weird. But anyway. Right, here we go. So, Lewis goes quicker than Valtteri, goes quicker than Sainz, goes quicker than Pierre, who goes quicker than Giovinazzi. But they're the only drivers who've set time so far. Kvyat goes P5. So it's currently Hamilton, Bottas, Sainz, Gasly, Kvyat, Giovinazzi. Norris coming round now with his graffiti helmet. Goes P3. Goes quicker than Carlos. Nice work, Lando. Verstappen only P5. Must have been a bit of a poor lap. Albon P4. Splits the McLarens. Vettel P9. Leclerc P8. Interesting. Where's Stroll going to go? P10. And yeah, Lance just doesn't seem to have the quali pace, does he? Ricciardo then takes that P10. Where's Esteban going to put it? P12. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Renault's not looking... Oh, and Alex has got his time deleted. Wonderful. God damn it, Alex! Yeah, why does it say that? Oh, no, it's weird. Matt, you think Americans can claim Schwarzman? Yeah, Alex looks like he went... Where did he go wide? Oh, he went wide into the very final corner. Just went over the white line. Oh, that's harsh, man. That is harsh. But it's fair as well, because that is the same rules for everyone. But it is still harsh. Look, let's just... we can still pretend Alex is P4. Look, we know that time was a P4 time. So, shut up. Ferraris aren't too bad this week. I mean, Vettel's still quite far down. But, oh yeah, Ricciardo's got deleted as well. Because Alex was having a lot of problems with track limits in free practice. I really hope that doesn't suss him out. Because he's 100% got the pace. 100% the pace. There's no question Alex has got enough pace to get through this session. Easy. Just needs to not get a bloody time deleted. Yeah, Sergio hasn't moved. Sergio's just chilling. Maybe he's not even going to try a banker lap and just save a set of tyres. Don't know. Interesting. Oh, there he is. Nice little camera work there. Just getting his eye in the time. Oh, yeah. I haven't even got the timer up. What am I doing? What a disgrace. Tommo, sort yourself out, mate. So, Q2. Banker times are in. Hamilton, quickest. From Bottas, Norris, Sainz, Verstappen, Gasly, Leclerc, Kvyat, Stroll, Vettel, Ocon, Giovinazzi, and then Albon and Ricciardo both had times deleted, and Perez hasn't even set a time. Sergio, oh yeah, Sergio will start from last, won't he? Because he's got an engine change, isn't he? I think. I even know. Maybe. Yeah, Q2 at the minute. 7 minutes through. NASCAR driver to F1 one day. I don't know though, because they seem like such different disciplines. So here we go. Ricciardo. So both Daniel and Ricciardo. Daniel and Ricciardo. What am I talking about? Both Alex and Daniel got their times deleted at the exact same part, which is that final corner. If you go over that white line, goodbye lap. Max is still out there, but surely he's going to be put it in a bit. He's just going for a little drive. Casual little drive. But yes, I did mention, I went to the Silverstone experience, the Lapland last night. And Hannah did a shout out on the Silverstone radio for Tommo F1. I was hoping I'd get some tweets from people who were also there saying, "Oh look, Tommo's here," but no one did because I'm not that relevant. My ego was hurt. Alex and Albon too. Daniel and Ricciardo, my two favourite drivers. I do love Danny Rick. I do think like with Danny Rick and Lando, I think McLaren are definitely going to be my favourite team next year. I mean, I love Carlos as well, but Danny Rick's just an absolute G, isn't he? Come on. Oh, Max on the weighbridge. Lam, if Perez gets a seat in Red Bull next year and he does not perform well, then will he be demoted to AlphaTauri? Is this the reason Red Bulls are hesitating to give Perez? No, I don't think so, because that's just that decision to demote to is all part of the Red Bull driver program thing. So I don't think that'd be a thing. Look, I definitely think that Perez would perform better in that Red Bull than Alex, but the fact that there hasn't been, from that second Red Bull car, you've got to remember that it's been 2 whole seasons now where that Red Bull hasn't really pulled out, that second Red Bull hasn't really pulled out a good drive from both Pierre and Alex. So, as much as I'd still believe that Perez would do a better job, do I think that for a car for 2 years with 2 different drivers, not to be able to pull out any decent, really, really good performances, not a single one, it's difficult, isn't it? It's like the car has to play a factor there, surely. Unpopular opinion, Kvyat would perform better than Alex and Gasly as Red Bull. Again, it's just so weird to me that Gasly underperformed so much in that Red Bull, yet has gone on to prove that he is a quality driver. I don't know. It's difficult. Like, we don't know. Like, ultimately, all of us, we don't know anything that actually goes on. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes. We don't know how much of the car and the driver talent and the driver confidence. We don't know. Ultimately, we just don't know. But for the fact that 2 drivers, one who has gone on to, without shadow of a doubt, prove that they're a truly quality driver, can really struggle in that Red Bull. I don't know. It's weird. Azeria, teams don't make cars for drivers. Yeah, but I don't know. But it must be different, though, because obviously if you're going to... Surely, if like Red Bull have made the commitment, long term, we're committed to Max Verstappen, right? They've made that commitment. They've already said that. So if Max wants the car to go in a certain way, surely they're going to cater to that. Now, obviously, if Max the argument is that if Max had a more neutral driving style, it would be easy for other drivers to jump in and drive it. Say, for example, Lewis, because I reckon Lewis had very similar pull on Mercedes at the particularly towards the start of his time at Mercedes. Obviously, you had Nico as well, who was really pushing him, but I think you could definitely argue that, particularly since Nico left, Lewis has got his way, but I feel like Lewis has more of a neutral driving style than Max, for sure. But again, look, we don't know. Like, none of us have a clue. We all think we know, but we don't. Really, we just don't. Anyway, 2 minutes to go. Sergio still hasn't set a time, so is he even gonna bother? Doesn't look like it. No, he's just chilling. So yeah, Sergio must be taking a... Well, I didn't even know that when I made my predictions, so good thing I didn't put Sergio in. Right. Daniel Kvyat is on a quick lap. I don't like when Alex does this to me. Leaves it for one final lap where he has to nail it, otherwise he's out. Why do you do this to me, Alex? Right. Danny Kvyat is on his speedy boy lap. Gone slower in the first sector than previous, as has Gasly as well, which is not ideal for either of the AlphaTauris. Kvyat's got his nice glittering helmet. It's all right. I don't rate it that much, to be honest, Kvyat's helmet for this weekend. But there are some very good domes about. Very, very good domes this weekend. Kvyat, 6.67 behind Hamilton. Where would that? He's gone yellow first 2 sectors. Gasly's improved his second sector. Ocon's improved his first sector. 25 seconds to go. Ocon's green first and second sector. Okay, Esteban. But he's still got half a second to make up just to get to Stroll, who's P9. So, come on. Where are you putting it, Danny Kvyat? It's not looking great for Daniel. Well, he does improve, though. His last sector must have been way better. So he goes up to P5. Gasly, P7. Checkered flag. Ocon goes to P9. Okay. Charles Leclerc goes P4. Yeah, he's definitely not F of the day. Oh, Giovinazzi looked wide there. I reckon that'll be deleted. He's only P12 anyway. Vettel is out, P11. So then the only people behind are Albon, Ricardo, Perez, who haven't set times. So Albon and Ricardo are both out on track. For fuck's sake, Alex, why are you doing this to me? Lance Stroll goes P5. Decent. Ricardo. Only P11. So Ricardo doesn't make it through. Alex is coming round now. Oh my God, come on, Alex, please. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, Giovinazzi's was deleted. It wouldn't have mattered in the end because he was comfortably at the bottom. Albon is coming round the corner now. Don't invalidate. Don't invalidate. Thank you. Albon P4. All is good in the world. Purple final sector from Alex Albon. I tell you what. That's pretty impressive, surely. That's pretty impressive. Purple final sector. Especially with the fact that it's your final lap and you have to not bottle it. Pretty good. That was a sigh of relief. Yeah, I knew Giovinazzi was definitely getting deleted there. Well, listen. Giovinazzi still starts P14, yeah, fair, not great. So, both Renaults out in Q2. Ocon and Ricciardo, not a good week. Renault definitely aren't going to get that P3. Oh, Jimmy Broadbent has joined Friends of Tommo. What a don. Thank you, Jimmy. You very kind man. Also, I loved your Cyberpunk sim racing video, mate. Just need to sort out that dead zone. Could be good. If you sort that dead zone out, decent. Cheers, Jim. Appreciate that, pal. You can afford it though, can't you? Come on, let's be honest. You're buying a new car every weekend. Love you, man. Thank you. There we go. Vettel gets through. No, does he? What am I talking about? Did he? I don't even know. I can't even remember. Both Renaults are out. Perez is out. Giovinazzi's out. And then who's the other one who's out? Oh yeah, Vettel is out. Sorry, Vettel fans. Sorry, that wasn't intentional. Sorry, but he's not through. Kvyat recently has been betting Gasly last 2 races. Yes, that's what I said. I did say but it's not been consistent enough. Kvyat. The start of the year, Kvyat has been well off for most of the season. It's only been the last kind of 3-4 races. You off? Bye, Hannah. Love you. Everyone say bye to Hannah. Just going to give her a hug because she's off out. Nice new coat. Have fun. Be good. Right, fuck off. Go on. Everyone saying bye in chat. Bye. Have fun. Don't forget your mask. She almost forgot a mask. COVID-idiot. Bye. Right. Q3, people. Oh, yeah. Seb went out in Q2. She's already gone. She loves Seb. Seb's her favourite driver because she fancies him. He's a good-looking bloke. I'll give him that. Right. Okay. Antonio underrated. Agree. Or agree. Ooh, Tommy gets a smooch. Of course I do. She's my fiance. What do you expect? Gosh. Who's Hannah? Prudvi? You've not been concentrating, mate. It's my fiance. Appeared many a time. Albon is stealing a living at Red Bull. Really, Ben? Like, come on. I'll go that far. Oh, right. I guess Hannah's got a thing for Cody Heath. Piss off, mate. I'm sorry. Come on, my hairline's not that bad. I've always had a big forehead. Look, it's good. Look, that's a solid forehead. Look, 4. That's textbook forehead. Okay, I've always had a big forehead, however you want to pronounce it. Bruv, how is that a 6 head, fam? Jimmy, shut up, man. Come on. I need to critique your forehead, I feel. It needs to happen. 6 head. Jesus, 6 head. Fuck. What a liberty taker this guy is. Jeez. Look, I've got a weird nose. I've got a bit of a double chin. It's slightly starting to recede on this side. Literally over lockdown. It's probably because I was wearing hats all the time. Genuinely, that does actually mess up your hairline. Has a plane landed on it before? Oh, Jesus. Mine's like a 7 head, don't worry, Tom. I do have a large head. I do have a large noggin. A grande cranium. But there we go. Look what the hats did to Bud. Oh, savage. I won't have that absolute Jimmy Benjamin Marmaduke being absolutely violated here. Poggest of hairlines. Right, okay. Well, all of these predictions, I feel like even if Charles came 10th, it wouldn't be F of the day. So I feel like that's the first L or F, whatever. I still prefer L to F, if you ask me. Tommo looked like the ginger Mazepin. How is this ginger, bruv? Like, come on. What part of this is ginger? Have you ever seen a ginger person behave? Enjoy P7. Shut up, Jimmy. Oh, Albon P1. You heard it here first. Right. Goodbye, Jimmy. Love you, man. Alburn. That's good, actually. Alburn. I actually rate that, to be fair. Right. Sorry, I'm just making some changes to this so I can safely cross that out and then save this as a portable network graphic, otherwise known as a PNG. Boom. There we go. Charles is definitely not F of the day. I think we can already agree on that. Because I think the Renaults, both Renaults out in Q2, is not good. And I think Kimi's been disappointing in qualifying recently. Consistently being beaten by Antonio Giovinazzi now. Taylor Peck, top 3 drivers of the season. Mine's Hamilton in Turkey, Perez in Sakir, and Leclerc in Austria. I don't know. That's a good video idea, to be fair, Taylor. I actually quite rate that. Might have to think about that maybe as a video. Alex and Checo collision during the race. I bloody hope not, Tejas. F of the day, Tomo's hairline. Look, come on. There are definitely worse hairlines out there. Come on. Let's be real. Music commenter, thank you for the 199. Albon to finally break that quali duck. I mean, I don't think he's going to beat Verstappen. I think that is too much to ask. But I'm confident. Will I do a season review? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure exactly what I'm going to do in terms of like end of year content, but I definitely will. So don't you worry. Don't you worry. Dum, dum, da, dum, da, da. Right, I need to get the timer set up, don't I? I've just completely forgotten about that because I'm a fool. I am a fool. Right. Okay, so that would be 14:01. Start. 10 minutes to go. Oh wait, no, my maths is not on. That needs to go down by about 7 seconds. Okay. 53. Start. Yes, there we go. Boom. Okay. Q3, ladies and gentlemen. Time for the energy, people. All right. Norris, Lando, your boy, Quadrant Massive, is on a lap. Go on, Lando. Come on, son. What you got? Purple first sector. I mean, he's the first person out, so. But still. Come on, Lando Norris. Forza Lando Norris, please. Come on, people. He's gone quicker than Stroll and Gasly in the first sector, Lando. Go on, son. First lap, Lando. Set. I'm going to have to check out your channel, Azaria, because you've got a tick. You're part of the tick crew. Tick squad. Oh, music channel, sick. Nice. Love that. I'm going to give that a little check after this, Azaria. Thank you for watching. All right. Ola is the photographers getting them banging little pictures of Lando coming through. I mean, it is as much as the track itself is a bit underwhelming, the surroundings are sick in Abu Dhabi. Right. Kvyat is the first to put a lap time. 1:36.451 from Daniel Kvyat. Lando goes quicker. 1:35.988. Lance Stroll will be the next to cross the start-finish line. Goes second with a 1:36.196. Pierre Gasly. Slower than Kvyat again. 1:36.765. Interesting. Ooh, Science. 1:35.815, but might get deleted there. Was very wide. Couldn't quite see. And I'm not confident in that. I'm not sure either. Hamilton goes P1 with a 1:35.550. Valtteri Bottas comes through now. 1:35.415, goes quicker than Lewis by 1.135 of a second. And Max splits them with a 1:35.519. Goes just over a tenth slower than Bottas. Leclerc 7th. Albon 4th. Okay. Albon, fuck it, jeez. Okay, so Bottas 1:35.4. Verstappen's 0.104 behind. Hamilton's 0.135 behind. And Albon's 0.156 behind. Decent. Still 4th, but much, much, much closer with that first lap than he typically is. And that's on a 1:35 lap as well. So it's a much longer lap time. So that's pretty decent from Alex, got to say. And then Sainz, 4/10 behind Bottas. Norris, 0.573 behind. Doesn't look like Sainz's lap time's been deleted, which is good. But I'll tell you what, this is exactly what McLaren want. Maximise this weekend. Because I'll tell you what, look at my predictions. My top 5 predictions are bang on right now. Just the order's different. But all of the people in my top 5 in this are the current top 5 in Q3 with 5 minutes and 53 seconds to go. We'll see. Perez went out in Q2. Didn't bother setting a lap time because he's got an engine change, so he's going to be starting from the back tomorrow anyway. So, Tommo, you like jazz? I wouldn't say that's my default music genre of choice, to be honest, but jazz is okay. It's cool. Depends on what mood I'm in, you know. But yeah, McLarens are looking pacey. Shoot, Albon is faster than Perez. Now, I love Alex Albon. You know this, shoot. But even I think that's a bit of a stretch. Sergio is mad quick. The only reason is Tommo's default music is Daddy's Cash. I mean, it is a banger. It is a banger. Daddy's Cash. I love how you say Valtteri Bottas. Valtteri Bottas. Obviously, I can say Valtteri Bottas. Okay? But I don't talk like that. Come on, Valtteri. Valtteri's currently P1. He's currently donning it, to be fair to him. Hip Hop Graham. Yeah, I like a bit of Graham. Do I know Kim Illman? I had Kim Illman on my podcast, Ozzo. So you should watch that if you haven't already. Yeah, I like a bit of Graham. I ain't South London, Taylor. Come on. Come on. You know I'm from Romford. Ah. I'm so far ahead of the ESPN footage. Really? I'm usually trailing by miles. Right. Okay. Have I listened to the Talking Ball podcast? I think I've listened to a couple, Matt. I think I have. But yeah, I'm not sure. What the fuck is a Romford? Bobby, behave. Romford is the centre of... Yeah, it's not GMT, it's RMT. Romford Meantime. Valtteri Bottas, yep, that's him. Valtteri Bottas. That's just me. Albon. I'll tell you what, Alex is within half a tenth of Max in that first lap. What was that? Pierre got... Oh, I'll tell you what, jeez. Lewis almost just kind of merged into Pierre Gasly then. That was a bit tasty. Verstappen fights Mazepin in the future. That would be jokes, to be fair. But yeah, it's looking good for McLaren at the minute. Currently 5th and 6th. 2 minutes. Oh, okay. Come on, last quali of the year, people. Oh. Last qualifying session of 2020. Come on! Oh. I don't dislike Leclerc. I just thought he'd have a bad session, but he's not. He's had a very good session. I actually love Charles Leclerc. I think he's an incredible man. Anyway, come on. Yeah, if you don't want to see, because I've got a delay, if you don't want to see who goes pole, don't look at the comments. Don't look at the live chat, because people will spoil it. Because I've got like a delay, because I've always got a delay. Right, come on. 2 minutes to go. Everyone's winding up. First person. Looks like it's one of the AlphaTauris who's the first to go. Probably Kvyat. Oh! Last quality of the year. 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 Right, come on. Lewis. Go, 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 go. He's on it. Lewis's helmet looks different. I haven't actually seen Lewis's lid for this weekend. I need to have a look at that. If I'm going to do my helmet top 10 list, which I will be putting out hopefully on Wednesday. Purple first sector, of course. Come on, Lewis. To be fair, I want Lewis to get pole. I actually do want Lewis to get pole, just to prove the naysayers. You know what I mean? Go on, Lewis. Go on, son. Oh, you see, I only had one race off, and I'm like gassing Lewis Hamilton now. It's mad. All right. Should be getting the AlphaTauris started, finishing their laps fairly shortly. Who are currently P9 and P10. So as it is now, it's Bottas, Verstappen, Hamilton, Albon, Sainz, Norris, Stroll, Leclerc, Kvyat, Gasly. Hamilton's purple first and second sector. Raw. It's a madness. Bottas I don't think Bottas is going to do it. Kvyat goes P6. Gasly only P9. Poor from Pierre. Very poor from Pierre. He's had a struggle towards the end of this year. Hamilton, P1, 1:35.332. Sorry. Just under a tenth quicker than Bottas. Norris goes P3 with a 1:35.497. Only 0.165 behind Lewis. Mad close. Bottas improves, goes quicker than Lewis by 61 hundredths of a second. Mad. Science, only P6. So Lando's absolutely slapped it. Charles Leclerc, P8, 1:36.065. Max Verstappen, purple middle sector, P1! Max Verstappen, P1. Energy. My voice is broken. Countdown, go away. Stroll goes P8, puts Charles into P9. Alex Albon, where does he go? Fuck! Only P5 for Alex. It's three tenths behind Max. Oh, man, I really thought that was going to be it for Alex. But Max Verstappen, by 25 hundredths of a second. Max Verstappen, P1. That's the first time Max has taken pole this year, isn't it? First time. GG, Max. GG. GG. Max Verstappen. Pole position. First of the year. Is it first of the year? All of the Netherlands has exploded. Bottas P2. Hamilton P3. Norris P4. Albon P5. Carlos Sainz P6. Daniel Kvyat P7. Very good result for Daniel Kvyat. I'm taking Pog of the day for Daniel. Lance Stroll P8. Charles Leclerc P9. Pierre Gasly P10. Max Verstappen. Fair play. The margins, less than a tenth between Verstappen and Hamilton. 25 hundredths between Verstappen and Bottas. 86 hundredths between Verstappen and Hamilton. 0.251. So Albon's 0.3 behind Max, which to be fair, I think that's fair. I think that's where he needs to be. I think that's what they can, the best that they can. I think that's, as much as it's P5, you got to look at the timings. Obviously, you can only do as much as you can in the equipment you've got. I think that's solid from Alex. I do. As much as the place isn't where you'd want it to be, timing-wise, I think that's fair. But Norris, yeah, to be fair, Norris is probably Pog of the day, isn't he? Lando Norris, P4. Lando Norris. What do you mean my head looks oblong at this angle? Annie kept. What do you mean? What angle? That angle? This angle? Rude. Azeria with the data, 15 Mercedes, 1 racing point and 1 Red Bull pole position. There you go. Toto didn't look happy. No, Toto didn't look happy because Mercedes will be fuming with this. Mercedes will be fuming, and that's the attitude that creates a team as dominant as Mercedes, being fuming about results like that. Come on, like Seth, you can't. Alex was 3 tenths off Max. That's the best you can really expect, because Max is a once in generation talent, and that car is clearly very suited to him. So I think Alex, solid result for him. As much as the position P5 doesn't look great on paper, when you look at the timings. Will I do a race watch along? Maybe because it's the last race. I might, just for the fun. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Lando P4. Great job from the part-time racing driver, full-time streamer. But yeah, I'm buzzing for Max. To be fair, I'm buzzing for Max. Yeah, I think I will do a watch along tomorrow. It's the last race, isn't it? Come on. Or backseat driver. Yeah, I could do backseat driver maybe. I could do backseat driver or my own watch along, or neither. I don't really know. I'll have a think about it. Anyway, right, there we go. Done. Finito. First kind of first non-Merc, because obviously the Racing Point is still kind of a Merc. Max's third pole position of his career. Can't believe he's only got 3 poles. Mad. But there you go. Top 10, if I remember correctly. So it's Max, from Valtteri, from Lando, from Alex, from Science, from Kvyat, from Stroll, Leclerc, Gasly. I think. Sergio went out in Q2. He's got a new engine, so he'll be starting from the back anyway, so he didn't even bother. I think that's it, people. I think we're done. We're just having the little poster. Actually, let me just update there. I think... Right, so hang on. How many of these did I get? So I got... That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's correct. And that's a... I'm giving myself like a little question mark there. There we go. Hang on. Let me just update these. And then I'll be on my way. Graphics are updated. So, I mean, yeah. This order was wrong. I did predict a McLaren in P4, but it was the wrong McLaren. Should have had more faith in Lando. Sorry, mate. Alex P5, I did get that correct. F of the day, definitely wasn't Charles. There were definitely worse performances out there. Pog of the day, probably Lando, but I think Kvyat was definitely one of the stronger performances for sure. Kvyat to go P7, much quicker than Gasly as well. Well, that's okay, isn't it? You know what I mean? All right, everyone. I think that's it, really. Last quali... Oh, mate. Getting emotional. Last quali stream of the year. Done. It's been wild. It's been a mad year. It's been a ridiculous year for this channel. It's been a ridiculous year for me. It's just been ludicrous, really, hasn't it? But there we go. Last quali stream of the year done. Race tomorrow. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I might stream it. And then we'll be back in March for the Australian Grand Prix of 2021, which is mad. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting the stream. I do thoroughly appreciate it. Thank you to all who donated as well. You lot are far too kind to me. You really are. But yeah, all the support for the channel. You're going to cry, Tom. Oh, I'm going to cry. End it with Minton. Minton's asleep, man. I ain't going to do that to him again. But yeah, thank you, everyone. Honestly, it's mad. I massively appreciate it. Thank you all so much. And I can't believe there's still 1,000 of you here. Mad. I might stream tomorrow. We'll see. If I am, you'll see a scheduled thing pop up later on today. If not, then I'll probably put it on Twitter. Kujing, I just came from the WTF1 stream. This is the better stream, all right? No, I love those guys. They're good lads. Right, thank you, everyone. Again, goodbye. Ciao, adios. I'm done. Thank you again for watching. New video, hopefully Wednesday. Probably. We'll see. Bye. Bye. Done. Boom.